What's going on, boys? Welcome back to another episode of the Pure Iron Man series. As always, a massive thank you to everyone who's been leaving a like and subscribing to the channel as well. Don't forget to leave a comment on this video and it will enter you into a bond giveaway, which we will be announcing in the next video. We got a couple of bonds to give away, so make sure you've left a like on the video, commented down below, and also subscribe to the channel. So without further ado, let's get into the video and go. So the grind is finally complete with this teleport. We are now 70 magic, which means that we can now use Ice Burst. We can also use the Accursed Scepter, which is pretty cool if we get that from Revs. And the bursting is very important. Obviously, we can use the Blood Burst, which we unlocked in the last episode, but now we have Ice Burst. We actually have quite a lot of ice sacks in the bank, which we can go ahead and take a quick look at. If we have a look in the bank, type in ice, we've got 1,300 ice sacks, so that's looking pretty nice, and we'll be able to get a ton of magic XP. Obviously at level 75 we can get our next unlock, which will be the Major Arena 2 cape, so I'm really happy to get that. We are also very close to getting 85 range, so let's just imagine we got the 85 range now as well, and our account is starting to look pretty good. It's nice to have at least 70 in all the combat stats that we require. We'll be staying 60 attack for quite some time now, maybe even for the whole time, but yeah, happy to get those unlocks out of the way. So we have decided this week's episode is going to be filmed around some revenants. We are going to do some last man standing. We've actually got 6 points for now, so I am going to get myself 600 rune arrows. Obviously we ran out of ether in the last episode, or ether, whatever you want to call it, and we are looking to get our Vigoras back in action. So we've got 1 bracelet so far. Obviously you need 4 at least to just charge it up, and then you need an extra one, so we're looking to get at least 6, and then we can get the Vigoras back out. So we're going to go deposit 300 rune arrows. We're going to pull out the Amulet of Avarice, which we haven't used yet, and we are going to go and kill some revenants, hopefully not die, and hopefully we can just kind of get some good loot. Just looking for some bracelets. Anything else is a bonus, and I really want my Vigoras back, and I'm never going to let it get that low ever again. So good luck to us. Let's get into some kills. Just hit 85 range, a nice start to the grind. Only 1 kill in so far. Happy to get that. Looking forward to getting ourselves to 90. Little update, and we have killed 40 so far, which means we've got 4 bracelets, and that is enough to get our Vigoras back in action. The rune arrows are actually working really well, so I think we're just going to carry on using up the 600 that we have, just so we can profit as much ether as possible, and then we will continue on the grind. Definitely loving the Avarice as well, and the noted drops just means I can stay here a lot longer. Hopefully I don't run out of food, but you tend to get quite a common amount of food drops, so it's definitely keeping me going. I'm pretty much just enjoying the grind right now, to be honest. Nice and relaxed, nothing too crazy. And as we get some dragon daggers, which are pretty rare, I believe. After that, we decided to get a quick cooking level. We got ourselves to level 52, which means we can make the botanical pie. And there's a little bit of method here. We had some of the fruit tops from when we trained our thieving, and it means we are able to make the pies to boost up 4 herb lore levels, I believe. And that means we have a high enough range level to go and create some ranging potions, which you'll see we had all the secondaries for. We got them from Vetion, and we had some dwarf weeds in the bank as well. So we ended up getting a fair amount of those. They're handy for revs. I think just it's nice to have pots just so you can keep everything going a little bit quicker anyway. So we ended up with quite a fair few of those. Our sort of interesting drop, 2 dragon plate legs, always nice to see, a nice amount of GP. We are about to kill our 200th demon, and this is the loot on the screen. We've got some dragon longswords, 22 bracelets, which is the main reason we're here. Obviously we're not expecting to get an item. Nobody ever gets that lucky unless you're on a task, but we're looking pretty good so far. That would be kill number 200 for some lore runes. Got ourselves a medium casket. Are we going to get anything from this one? Let's take a quick look. Zamarok cloak. That's actually pretty cool. That's a good upgrade actually. Means we get some prayer bonus from a cape as well, which could come in pretty handy for the future. Pretty sure it gives some magic bonus as well. After that, we went and did some construction. We got our construction up level to about 57, I think it was. And this is the high enough level to go and build ourselves a lectern, which means we are able to use some teletabs. Obviously I will be staying on HM Magic for quite a while now, so we can get ourselves our first sets of teletabs, which I've never actually used before, and it is a really nice upgrade for our account. I've not really had too much dealings with stuff that you can do in your house in the game, so happy to try out some new things. Let me know in the comments if there's any other things you want to see in the house or which is useful for the account. I've decided it's about time that we started the Impling grind. A lot of our unlocks remaining are from clue scrolls, so these will be a great way to get some of those unlocks. Just going to kind of do 100 or so a day, just because it's a pretty tedious grind. I don't want to burn myself out doing it, and I do enjoy doing the clue scrolls, and like I said, we get a lot of good unlocks from it as well. So just let you know that we will be sitting here every so often just to get the implants up. I think every sort of 500 that we catch, we will open up and do the clue scroll loot from that, as I've got about 800 jars and I don't really want to collect like thousands of jars at once. The good thing about having a 91 hunter, I've actually got a 98% success rate on catching these now, so that's kind of why I left it till a little bit later, so we got the herbivore out the way, and it means we are able to catch these a lot easier, because it's annoying when you miss and then they run away, and it just makes life a lot easier. And these are just some of the background things that you won't actually see until I end up opening them. So yeah, just thought I'd give a little update on what I have decided to be doing alongside the other grinds. Bit of a break from some implants. I am going to just kind of focus on some Elder Chaos Druids. Obviously we've got 69 Herblore now, and it will be a nice way to get ourselves to level 70. We do actually have enough bank, but we don't have the secondaries, so I have to kill these anyway because they give me the best in slot mage gear for me. So I think why not just try my luck. I've got 15,000 cannonballs, and I'm just going to go and kill some. I think we're about 1200 dry so far, and don't worry, I am not using a charged chain mace. I am just using the regular chain mace just so I can get some strength levels at the same time, because these are pretty weak to strength. Already about 1400 kills in, 1300-ish. I'm going to reset the loot tracker and we will keep track from now. So let's see what we get up to. And we get our first hard clue scroll. These is also a good reason to kill these, and it means we are looking for the Black D'hide chaps, Blessed D'hide chaps. There's a ton of cool things we can get from this. The Robin Hood hat if we're extremely lucky. So let's go and do our first hard clue. My chances of actually completing hard clues is very low, especially mediums as well. Actually, you get like a 1 in 3 chance of actually being able to complete a medium clue scroll. So I won't show you all the boring parts. We'll just skip to the end if we get a casket, or if I drop it, I'll let you guys know as it is the first one, and then we'll be back only with the caskets for the rest of the episode. And as always, if we get a wilderness step, we have the hard diary unlock, which makes our life so much easier for traveling around the wilderness. So we've just got a step that involves going into the pyramid plunder minigame, and we're just going to start this quest so we can unlock it. We're going to be doing a lot more hard clues, so it makes it a little bit more interesting to go and do something else just while we unlock some hard clues content. So we have made it first clue scroll, and it's going to be a casket. We've completed 5 steps and we can do the 6th step, so it is time for our first hard casket of the episode, just after we do this puzzle box. And there we go, hard casket. Looking for some Black D'hide chaps, and we will be very happy. So we end up getting another magic short bow, is always useful I suppose, and 100k's worth of alks, not too bad. We did it, boys. Our first piece, the Elder Chaos Hood. Probably the only one that I don't really want, but I am still absolutely buzzing. I am finally got a piece. Jesus, there must be like 3. Ourselves a little hard casket after that. Opened it and got ourselves a Cavalier. Pretty cool looking item, and some sharks are always handy. Nothing too exciting from those. We then stacked up 8 more medium clue caskets, and we are looking for any pairs of boots that we can sort of get our hands on, really. They take such a long time to get, and we get ourselves adamant in the first one. The elegant doesn't look too bad actually, to be fair, and a couple more collection logs with the Mithril Kite Shield G. Some food is always helpful as well, and plenty of things if we had defense, which would look cool, but unfortunately not really any use for any of this. And we do get some alkables out of it, but like I said, if you don't get the boots, you're not really going to be interested in much other things, to be honest. And that rounds off that. So that was a long grind just for 8, but you know, we got to keep opening them, and hopefully one day we will get lucky and get ourselves a pair of boots. Starting to end off anyway, we get 10 Lawrence keys, so it's time to see if we can get some steel bars. We do on the first go. Magic logs after that, monkfish after that, which is pretty cool, and rubies, good for crafting XP and some GP, rune plate legs, and lobsters, not too bad. Rune plate bodies again, and more diamonds, which are good. And to end off, we get some more rune plate bodies. So it's not looking too bad from that. Anything with coal or iron or steel bars, I'm happy with. Cannonballs are the biggest pain to get, and they are the most useful things for our account. So it's not the end of the world. After that, we got a dragon impling, and I was hoping for some amulets of glories, which would be great. But unfortunately, we got baby dragon bones. So just to round off the end of the video, just to put into perspective, we just did 250 implant openings and we got 3 medium caskets, so you can get pretty unlucky. So that's kind of why I don't tend to stack too many at a time, but we are going to end off the episode with 3 more medium caskets, and let's get into them. So number 1, we are going to get absolutely nothing. Number 2, some Feldip Hills teleports, nothing crazy. And number 3, we are going to get a blue bolter. So that's pretty much where they're going to leave the end of the video, guys. So I hope you did enjoy. Don't forget to leave a like on the video if you haven't already. Make sure you leave a comment and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in the next one.